Hey man, I
So
just
good.
didn't see the time. I'm sorry.
Wait,
Welcome to Debatable.
are you guys streaming? It's not even debatable.
Well, it's still fucking called that on the fucking the Discord's still named Debatable. We didn't even change the name of
I
the
can change the
Discord.
Discord if you want. Can I change the name of it? Yeah,
That's
I
a good
can.
intro. That's a good intro. Don't even start with the actual name of the podcast.
I think that's good. I don't even know if I can change the name of the server.
Oh, come on.
Wow, this is great. We've been recording for 12 minutes now and haven't started.
I've been
Oh,
recording for 30 seconds, so
well, you were also late.
nah.
Yeah,
I was about 2 minutes late.
you both are late.
I didn't say I came in
I
here
love how I
apologizing.
was the
I
one
came
at,
in
no, you
here
did. You did.
yeah, and so I just
Did.
want to make that
I
clear.
just
I
I just find it okay, we'll start and then I'll
Oh,
get
I think we've already started.
we didn't do the intro.
Does anyone would you like to start us off with an intro?
I thought we already had I thought we've
I
workshopped
thought we
this on
already
how
did
our
the intro.
intros.
I thought you just said we didn't do the intro. I'm
But
confused now.
I thought we already workshopped on how the intro is supposed to work. Like with the whole name thing.
Go
Remember
for it.
that from like Shalom?
Jake,
You got this.
Oh, you don't apparently. We
What?
started and you just totally missed it. We both, me and Jake both did our parts and then you just
I didn't hear.
fell
What
short.
did you say,
Shalom.
Jake.
Liam?
There we go. Now we've started.
Congratulations. Welcome to
Wasn't
the
that
Arguably
difficult?
podcast.
Uh, that was great. I don't know if we need like a whole welcome thing when no one knows why they're here. Like I don't like.
Well,
Will
I'm
anyone
glad we've
listen?
established that after we've attempted like 6 times to do an intro, or at least I've.
That was
So
our welcome. We just said our names.
So, what do you
it's
guys
yeah.
here to? What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, I wanna talk about the fact that I was apparently the only one out of the three of us that didn't know what time we were starting, but somehow managed to be the only one to arrive on time.
Well, you weren't the only one who didn't. No, you were certainly the only one who didn't know what time we were starting, but you were.
Right.
Yeah, I was playing Halo Infinite and I just beat Halo Infinite and I saw that you were in the chat at 6 and I was like, "Oh, looks like Shalom's on time. Better wrap this up and hop in the Discord because we are being punctual apparently." And uh that's uh that's what I was up to. That's my story. Jake.
Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. I don't know. Shalom, I told you what time. I said Sunday, January 8th, 6 p.m. I don't know why you didn't know what time. I sent it like
E-
3 days ago.
Okay,
This is true.
here is how I messed up, but also don't think it is fully my fault. So what happened is I saw that message of where is it? Where is it? You said January 8th, 6 p.m. I saw that. Then I forgot about it. But
Okay.
what
Yeah.
message? Hold on. But then after forgetting about it, I saw that you sent another message going, "Oh wait, January 8th is Saturday. We
Yep.
still do Saturday or do we do the 9th?" And
That's
then
a
I was
change of
like,
the date. That's not changing the time.
but we agreed on a time change, right?
No,
And
we
then it was
didn't.
just
No,
a
we didn't agree on a
sorry,
time
sorry.
change.
We agreed on a date change, and
Yeah.
I assumed that other things would change as well because we all agreed that
Well,
we were
that wasn't
available.
spoken. Why would
No,
you
it wasn't.
assume
It
that
wasn't.
and not
It
mention
wasn't.
that?
Because I didn't know if that time was gonna work for everybody. Okay.
Okay,
So
but you
that
didn't.
that is why that is why I asked what time question mark.
Right.
Because I didn't know if that time was gonna work with everybody,
And
right?
then I reminded
And
you,
then you
yeah.
said no, you didn't. You said we can start earlier if you want to.
Yeah.
And then I said earlier than when.
This
Yeah, the
the
established time. That hasn't been changed.
There was no time established
It
for
was
the date of
established in the first message.
For the date of January 9th, there was no time established.
Oh, but
The time that we
Sunday,
established,
at 6 was established.
Sunday for January 8th. Okay, so when is the next Sunday with January 8th?
But it doesn't. Okay, so the 8th was the one was the ballot.
Date
The 8th.
of on my side. I'm so sorry that I pressed the 8. I did not mean to.
So the next Sunday with January 8th is 2023. Wow, that's only 1 year away. Apparently.
Not bad.
So now we know what time we're going to be podcasting next year.
It's about how long it's been since our last podcast, so ready for episode 2.
As
True.
our podcast going to be a year apart.
Is that gonna be
Or
season
episodes.
2?
Season 2, episode 2? Question mark.
Season 1, episode 1 is right now. Season 2, episode 2, or season 2, episode 2. Or did you say season 1, episode 2?
Season 2, episode 2.
Okay.
Oh, but I guess we need a season 2, episode 1 then.
Yeah, I think so. Usually one comes before.
Or we could just be like very different.
I don't think we should do that.
Just not have. Okay, yeah, maybe me neither. I think it's stupid.
Okay. I don't know what your suggestion is actually gonna be, but
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree. It's
dumb.
probably stupid.
No, yeah, it was probably dumb. Yeah, that's great. We could agree that I was being.
All right. Cool.
Well, this has been a good episode, guys.
Yeah, outstanding. So
How long do we want these things to be anyway?
I think we could go for we could shoot for 40 minutes, maybe.
30 minutes sounds solid.
40
It's a
minutes to
solid
an
amount of
hour.
time.
I don't know, something like that. Hour long is. I mean, podcast. I feel like an hour is a solid time.
It is. I just don't know, with a podcast about nothing in particular and about everything, I feel like an hour is just either going to be too much time to talk about nothing or not long enough to talk about nothing, depending on how things went leading up to.
Till we run out of talking points.
Oh,
No?
oh.
Well, I mean, unless it goes past an hour, but it won't be nothing. At least we'll just.
Yeah,
we'll
I mean, if we're not gonna just start rambling about I mean, we will ramble about something for a who knows how long, but we'll be talking about something. We're not just gonna do nothing for 10 minutes or something. I don't know.
Right. Yeah, it wouldn't be too entertaining if we just sat here in silence and listened.
Pretty much the last 10 minutes of this podcast already.
Yeah, basically, when we're waiting for Jake to finish playing League.
Oh no,
How'd
I'm
that
just
work?
after we after you finished up with that little our little debate there, we've just been rambling about nothing.
Oh yeah, that also has been happening.
So we've checked off the first thing off your list then? Nice. Might I
That wasn't
might I
even
ask?
on my list.
Okay, sweet.
We didn't even get it to my list yet.
Okay, good news. That's good to hear. How many if you don't mind, how many things have you got on your list?
How many talking points I have? Let's see.
Talking points.
Oh, I have 1.
Okay.
Damn.
All right. That's,
yeah,
not as exciting as you had built it up to be.
I never built it up. That's why I'm also very confused.
You said, "Oh no, we never." Okay, no, fine.
Well, no, I'm just confused because in the Discord earlier, you had asked me to bring my talking points. Like I had said at some point that I had talking points to bring.
No, I just said that you should bring talking points so that we can talk about things. Because that I had hoped that we could all contribute some sort of conversation.
Right. Okay, so here's the thing. If we're all meant to contribute, right? And we all at least bring 1 talking point, I feel like that's enough to last us for 30 to 45 minutes.
I mean,
I feel like we got a solid podcast there if we each have 1 topic point.
That's yeah.
I feel like any more than that, we just wouldn't get through everything.
I feel like we don't need to set a number of how many. I think the point was that we should just have something to talk about.
Exactly. So, but I feel like if we each had 1, we'd have something to talk about.
Okay.
Look at this. We didn't even have talking points down as a talking point, and we're talking about
Look at this. We've already wasted 15 minutes of everybody's time.
it. I
was
don't
your
know if it was a waste. I don't know if it was a waste at all.
No, it was Sam. It was a entertaining
I
thrill
mean,
ride.
I feel like when someone turns on a podcast, they don't do it thinking that I have a limited amount of time for something to do, and like this is cold press, I gotta squeeze this in. I
No,
think they
no,
turn it on as
this is
to
true.
have their time. People expect to have their time wasted.
Fair enough. It's 2022. I almost said 2021. It's 2022. Um, it's you never know what people are up to. People are confusing creatures. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Yeah, it is 2022. Let's see what this brings.
So
You guys got any Oh, no. Yep, go.
oh no, that's a good point. That's a good idea. New
Yeah,
Year's
I was just thinking
resolution.
on the topic of New Year's. Yeah, like you guys got any resolutions that you want to achieve for 2022?
I don't particularly have any like resolutions, I would say. I mean, I've got some goals that pertain to just sort of what I've been working on in terms of YouTube and Twitch and that sort of thing. And now this
Nice, nice.
podcast is going to be a new thing that we're working on, so that's exciting.
All
And
right, hold on. I'm gonna pause you for a second because I got a question and I feel like I just want to see what your guys' take is on this and if it's just the same across the board.
hmm,
So in your own words, what is your definition or what is the difference between a resolution and a goal, if
um
there is one?
I feel like a
Like, or do you
resolution
even think they're different?
I feel like a resolution reflects on like bettering yourself as a person, like and like a goal could be anything. Like a goal could be like I want to like I don't know, um I want to fuck everything I'm thinking of is something physical that might be like a I could think of as a resolution. But like I'm thinking of resolution is like, oh, I want to be healthier this year. Oh, I want to
Right.
do this sort of thing to better my overall quality of life. And then a goal doesn't necessarily have to do that. A goal can be pointless, I guess. A goal can be pointless. I feel like resolutions are impactful. I don't know.
Okay.
yeah,
What
Jake?
yeah.
definition. I don't know.
Sorry?
That's a good definition. I was just gonna say I feel like they are the same.
Okay.
Like a goal can be a resolution, but a resolution can't be a goal. But like,
Like a jungle
Mm,
forest kind of situation.
yeah,
All
what
right,
the
all
hell are
right.
you talking about? Jungle forest? What? Like
Okay.
a forest can't be a jungle, but a jungle can be a forest? What are you?
Exactly.
What?
Yes,
What do you mean?
exactly. A
Is that
forest,
is that true?
yes, a jungle is a forest, but a forest is not necessarily a jungle.
A jungle is a forest,
Yeah, you can't
but a
have a jungle that isn't a
forest
forest.
you
But like
can't
if
have a jungle that isn't forest. So you're telling me a rainforest is a jungle? Or no? No, you're telling me the opposite of that.
I'm
a jungle is a forest.
I'm telling
A
you a
jungle is a
jungle like
forest.
Amazon rainforest, yeah, I would say that's a jungle. Um but
So
like
why even have a jungle? Why can't they all just be forests?
because
Foresties.
well, if you look at like I don't know. Just like if you look at one of the mountains on the BC Rocky Mountains and it's just full of trees, that's a forest.
You
That's
see
not a
code for
jungle.
British Columbia?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just for, for the international listeners.
Yep.
Don't
I
know what
mean,
BC is.
oh, I said the Rocky Mountains. I mean, that's kind of
Yeah, fair enough.
people
Fair
know what
enough. Okay.
mountains are. You but anyways, my point was you just see like a massive wall of green trees. That's not a jungle, that's a forest.
Yeah,
PC.
and a goal can be a resolution, but a resolution can't be a goal. Or the other way. I don't remember which
I
one's.
know a a a goal can
Good
No,
luck.
yeah, a resolution can be a goal, but a goal isn't necessarily a resolution.
Okay, the word forest is usually used to describe a dense growth of trees covering a large area of land. A jungle usually has a tropical or humid climate and many plants on the ground between trees and large plants.
There we go. So
Nice.
the Amazon rainforest, that'd be a jungle.
Now you should
Wait,
define a
let's see.
resolution.
Sorry?
Okay, define resolution and
Oh,
I have hair in my mouth and I have no idea how it got there.
that probably fell.
Fell? What do you mean fell? I think I licked something. Be more
Oh,
likely.
okay. I mean, that's a little weird, but we can.
More likely.
I mean, no, it's just like I like probably licked my like I had a hair on my lips and I licked my lips and it ended up in my mouth or
Yeah,
something
but
like
how
that.
did
Or I
it get
ate.
there? Probably fell down from something.
I don't.
Maybe you
Why
put
did
on your
hair?
headphones or something. It fell off your headphones.
Oh
No.
yeah, I
Uh,
guess. I guess that is a possibility. That is a
Well, it certainly
possibility.
fell off the head that it came from. Whatever area
Yes.
that it
Yes.
grew.
Yeah. Um, New Year's resolutions. What are your goals for Liam? You're talking about you got some goals as per YouTube and such. What do those look like for the year of 2022?
Well, basically just growth goals. I just want to grow my YouTube channel and Twitch channel and see how far I can take it. Having fun doing it. So yeah, that's
Nice.
I don't really know how
You
much
want to
further to
shamelessly
elaborate
plug
onto it.
yourself right now?
Sure. Why not? You can check me out at the Spooky Sloth on YouTube or Twitch. I play video games and I play with Pokemon cards. Well, children's cardboard. I said that wrong. Fuck. I play with children's cardboard Pokemon cards. Fuck,
Just
I said that
going
in the
into
wrong
little
order.
kids,
God
going to
damn.
little kids' house, taking their cardboard, going through the recycling bin.
Yeah, I like open up Pokemon once a month on Twitch. I don't know how consistently I'm going to keep doing that. But at the moment, that's what I'm doing on with Pokemon. Other than that, I'm just
Nice,
playing video games stuff.
nice.
Yeah, it's fun.
Jake,
What are your
resolutions, hit
goals?
us.
Resolutions, sorry.
Goals, yeah.
difference. It's a big difference. I don't know. I don't really fuck with resolutions. I don't make them ever.
Jake, are you a glass half full or glass half empty kind of guy?
I think I can answer this kind of question.
Yeah, I think I can answer this question too.
Glass
But
is 50%.
so
Oh.
it's just half. It's neither full
Yeah,
nor empty.
it's
It's
one
just
over
half.
two. It's one over.
That's
Yeah.
a. I feel like that's. I feel like that leans more to the glass half empty kind of side of
I feel like that leans to the yes and no kind of side.
it. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. So what's your beef with resolutions? What did resolutions ever do to you?
They always fail me, you know?
They feel
Do
you. The
you
Yeah,
classic.
yeah, I was gonna say, do resolutions fail you?
yeah, that's why I don't
Do
fuck
you feel them? That's like saying your math test always failed you.
with them.
Oh, rip.
I don't know, just to continue on, keep keep going, keep living, keep working. I don't know, there's not much.
All right.
Maybe save a little more money.
Yeah, that's
That's
good.
depressing. Jake, I think by the end of this podcast, or this episode, not this podcast as a whole, but well, I mean, the end of this episode could be the end of this podcast, who knows? But I feel like by the end of this episode, we will have figured out a resolution for you that you can work
Well,
towards and strive to that will make you believe in resolutions again.
or we could give him homework for the next podcast. He could like come up with a
To
couple
find a resolution. Yeah,
resolutions
I
or something.
guess. I don't think he'd do it is the thing. I think the
No.
next
No,
episode would
he
come and
wouldn't. He wouldn't. But that would be the joke. We would just be the running. We'd always give him homework. Every time we do the podcast, and he gets back,
and
and
he
he just
just
didn't do
never do it. That
it.
sounds good. Well, we can make that its own little segment. What would we call that? Catching up with Jake. I think that's what we call
How's that what we
it.
call it?
Yeah, that'd be the next little segment. We'll set across it like aside or set aside a time for Jake where we just catch up with him and be like, how'd that homework go that you're supposed to do? And see what of it he did.
Yeah. I mean, fair enough.
Sounds fun. Sounds fun.
That's pretty nice. Well, so how about you? What are your New Year's resolutions?
My resolutions. I have a few. I think
Ooh.
that
Oh shit.
yeah, I want this year to be different, just in terms of like the world and stuff. Cause like ever since like 2019 with everything happening the way it did and just kind of getting caught off guard, I feel like it just really set back a lot of people, and then all I just wanted was for this to be over, for this to be done and start getting back to normal, right?
Yeah.
And I felt like that's not the approach. I feel like we just gotta embrace it,
Yeah.
and just
All right.
kind of grab the bull by the horns and, take it as it comes. So I feel like I have
Grab the horn by
set
the balls. Yep. Sorry, what?
grab the bull
Continue.
by the
What?
horn. grab, grab the horn by the
Anyways, let's continue.
Anyway, yeah,
Sorry to
I just
interrupt.
wanna, I just wanna do some things to, I guess, as you said in the word resolution, just to better myself. So, just some new like health goals. I want to be more active in 2022. I felt like because pre 2019, I was working out a lot, going to the gym
Yeah.
and stuff. Then gyms closed down, and I basically just gave up and was like, there's no point. I'll wait till gyms open again. And then gyms opened again, but you had to wear a mask, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So I think I'm just
That's
gonna find like
understandable.
new ways to be active with the resources I have around me.
Yep.
So I'm actually looking into like intramural sports. Like me and my girlfriend, we've been looking into like intramural sports that we could play together. Like so we know that there's like co-ed football, but she doesn't really know like all the rules to football and stuff and isn't fully invested into trying that out. She like thought about it and she said maybe give it a go, but we're figured there'd be something else. And then we talked about soccer, right?
Okay.
Which could be fun potentially.
Yeah.
But at the same time, soccer is it is a really long game, and a lot of it is just kind of standing around because the field is so big. There's only so many players on it, and like you
Are
just stand
people
around and
playing
wait.
soccer right now? There's soccer leagues you can just join? Like, what?
Uh, yeah, there is, dude. It's like
Interesting.
adult, like men's and women's leagues and stuff, and then like
Yeah, I guess by now,
there's
probably back up and running. But
yeah, I just don't know if it's like in season typically, like right now. But as far as a
right.
COVID thing, I don't know if that's put a hindrance on it as of
Right.
right now.
Yeah, right
I'm
now
not
it's
too sure.
probably back in because it's all outdoors
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah, exactly. But the thing that we're really wanting to do, I shouldn't say we're really wanting to do, but that we've really talked about and seems like it would be quite interesting to do is intramural dodgeball is what we're looking for.
All right,
I don't
interesting.
know, I don't know what Jake said there. Uh, I thought that would get a bigger reaction out of you guys.
Oh,
You
I
don't
said
think that
that
would
would
be
be a lot
fun?
of fun. That's what I
Yeah,
said.
I think it would be so much fun.
I love dodgeball.
I like dodgeball too, but we want to find it where you actually get like the proper like rubber dodgeballs and not like the foam ones,
Nah,
so you can like properly play, you know?
right.
So I think that would be a lot of fun. So we're just looking, or I shouldn't say we, but I personally would be looking for more active ways just to do with what I have, basically, where it doesn't require me to be in a room or in a gym and just
Yeah, I don't
do
know
what
how
I
you
got.
can do that. I don't know how you can play dodgeball outside of a gym. Well,
No, no,
that,
not outside of a gym necessarily, but it's like something that you just sign up for and you can go to be active as opposed to, I don't know, maybe playing like League of Legends when you're
We
or
should
something
play
like
some.
that.
We should play some dodgeball at a tennis court or something. I feel like that'd be.
yeah, I don't think very
With
many
that,
people very many people play League of Legends to be active,
yeah.
particularly. Uh,
Yeah, I was being
Um,
active before this podcast. I was just working out my League of Legends.
yeah. Working out your League of Legends.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, I might make a resolution for just being healthy as well. Just like essentially just stretching every day and going. I don't know if
Oh,
I'll
that's
go
a good
for a
one.
run every day, but pretty much every day.
Running more. Stretching is a good one.
Yeah,
You can
stretching's
never
good.
stretch enough. The other thing that I wanted to do is play more board games this year.
Oh, you know what I was doing?
Um,
I played like 2 games of Monopoly. Like, I, actually, it wasn't this
two
year,
games.
but it was
That's
last
a
year
long game.
technically. Yeah, it was, but it was 2 nights, 2 games.
Oh, okay. Nice.
It was
Did you like actually
fun.
finish the
Oh
game?
yeah, oh yeah.
How long did it take you?
It took like a couple of few hours. Like the first one took like, yeah, no, probably like 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours.
Why is Monopoly as long as it is? There's no reason for Monopoly needing to be that long.
Well, you can play a short game.
Why do you want it to
Ah,
be shorter?
well, it's just like Monopoly's too. It's one of those games like Risk, or Settlers of Catan.
Yeah.
It's just, it gets to the point where you're just playing so the game can be done and not really playing so you enjoy the game. That's been my experience with Monopoly.
I don't know. It depends. Like if you, I like the last time I played it, we were all drinking. It was pretty.
I guess I haven't played Monopoly as an adult. But I've
Right.
never tried. Never tried making Monopoly a drinking game.
Right.
Which I guess
Well, we
could
didn't
be
make it a
interesting if
drinking
you
game, but
if
we
you
just
take a shot
drank.
every time you pass go.
Or every time you have to spend money.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
kind of fun.
it would be interesting. I don't think a game would get finished then. I think everyone would just pass out.
I mean, like the
Get
thing is, you can do speed. Like there is a speed version of Monopoly where I think,
Is there?
yeah, I don't know the exact rules, but if you want to like speed up the game of Monopoly, just have everything cost twice as much, and then there you
Huh.
go, you're fucked.
Yeah,
Or I
basically.
guess if everyone starts with twice as much money and everything costs twice as much, then it'll just reach the point where every like the cost is all
Wouldn't it just
parabolic.
be wouldn't it just be the same? If
I
everyone starts with twice as much money and
I
everything
think it.
costs twice as much.
I originally I thought it would be, but the reason I don't think it would is because you would have to um like the money that you have to pay when you put houses on property, it grows exponentially. I might be
Hmm.
wrong about this. It might not be true because originally when my dad mentioned that, I was like, no, that doesn't make sense. They would just pay. It would take exactly as amount. It would take exactly as long. But then I thought about it and I was like, maybe not. But maybe it is. I don't know. I don't know the exact. I don't know the way to play Speed Monopoly. All I know is that there is a way to play it, and
Right.
you can do that.
Right.
But it is a long game.
Yeah.
But
And then
it's worth it. It's fun.
I have to give it a go. I don't know. I don't feel overly invested in trying Monopoly again, if I'm honest. It's just didn't hit the
Well,
same
it's
to
like
me.
you don't try it again. You just play it. You're not trying. It's not like you're like trying a cheese that you like disliked when you're 7 years old. It's just a game. Like just it'll just
I don't know if that argument works because you're
you'll
saying it's not
have
like trying a cheese, but you just take the cheese. You just,
well like you have bad experiences, but like it's all like a per game basis, you know, like
I guess maybe you're right. Maybe I
and
just wasn't playing
it's all
Monopoly with the
situation.
right people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because everyone gets to that. Everyone has that game in Monopoly where they're like they get mad, because
There,
like it's just that kind of game. It just it
there's
just
so
pisses people off.
there's something so funny to me about having Monopoly perspective. It's just hilarious that you can have, because I feel like there are some things in life that they just are what they are, and no matter what your perspective on it, it doesn't change. It's just what it is. You know what I mean? Like being sweaty. I don't think there's any perspective on being sweaty. You're just sweaty.
I'm confused. I lost you there. I lost you. Wait, go back like two lines. I need to catch up. What?
But there's there's just some things in life that don't change despite the perspective of them.
Okay. No.
Like your opinion on them doesn't change despite this perspective of them.
Well, yeah.
You don't think so?
I mean, sure. Like if like
Like drowning just
listen, this
always
Coke is
sucks.
red from this perspective, and the Coke is red from this perspective. Okay, yeah, true. I agree.
No, but I'm saying like as in like okay, there's some things like a video game, right?
Mhm.
Like you could play a video game one time hate the video game. Then you can play the video game another time with a group of people that you enjoy, like just hanging out with, and really like the video game.
For
It
sure.
changed depending on the perspective. The game hasn't changed. The game is the same. The video game or
100%.
your perspective has, right?
100%. I agree.
Drowning,
What?
right? Yeah,
What?
hold on, bear with me.
Drowning?
Drowning always sucks no matter what the perspective. Like if you're in a situation
Well,
where
I
you're taking
mean, not if there's
what?
not if there are worse alternatives. Like, I mean, drowning could be a pretty optimal perspective as opposed to like torture or something like that, like death by torture. I would opt for
I didn't mean
drowning in that.
I didn't mean drowning to the point where you die, but as long as there's water coming into your lungs, that always sucks. That's never a good thing, no matter what the perspective.
Okay. Yeah, true. Yeah, I can agree with that.
There's just some things that always suck. So perspective isn't everything. Case in point.
That's no, that's a stupid that argument doesn't prove that other argument in any way. Those are different arguments that you're
So
making.
what point are you telling me that I just made? How would you explain the point that I just made?
I'm confused now. What is your point? I don't know. You said that your perspective can change on something despite it being different, or no. I'm lost again.
I think we just need to move on. I don't know if you'll ever get it. I think it just might be a bit too complicated.
Okay, Shalom. Yes, that is what's going on.
Jake, what was one of your talking points? What was something you wanted to cover? You got the hiccups there?
Drowning. No, I don't know.
Did you say reality?
I said drowning.
Okay, no,
Oh,
Shalom,
drowning.
what was your point though? Like,
On
obviously, like
on perspective.
drowning is not good, but
Right.
like, yeah, that's true.
My point is that perspective doesn't change everything. Essentially, was my point.
Okay, yeah, but then you went on to say that perspective doesn't change anything. You said perspective doesn't matter?
No, not everything. No, not everything can be changed by perspective.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Not everything can be changed by perspective. Yeah,
I said perspective isn't perspective perception. No, perspective isn't everything.
Perception isn't everything?
No, the word we were saying isn't everything. The thing that we were talking about, I've said it too many times, so now it sounds weird.
Perspective?
I feel like I'm just
You've
perspective.
lost the word. Perspective.
Yeah, yeah. It isn't everything.
Okay.
Basically, my point.
Gain a new perspective on the word perspective.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Wonderful.
Yep.
Okay, that was. I'm glad I'm glad we're in agreement. Okay.
Yeah, talk about talking about nothing. And I still haven't got to my one topic yet, and we're at almost at time.
I mean, we don't have to stop. We can break it up into two. We can.
No, we do have to stop. I have things I need to do tonight.
All right. Well, how much time do we have?
I got like another 7 minutes.
Mr. Busy. All right.
7.
Like
Would
7 minutes.
Is 7 minutes enough time for your talking point?
I really don't know. It depends how you guys take it. It depends about your guys' perspective on my talking point.
All right.
But apparently it doesn't matter.
You're not gonna bring it up then?
I
guess we can just end it.
I think I'll save it for next time. Oh, you just want to end it? I feel like we can't end it like this.
Okay. Pennies.
No.
They're kind of.
What?
You know how like back in the day, you grab a penny and you'd hear that like a penny is worth more in like material than the actual like cost of a penny. Like it's not worth a cent anymore. Like the cost of the metal actually went up higher than the cost of the penny.
Right.
And I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm not sure why it dawned on me, but I was just like, hey, I wonder what pennies cost now. Now that they've been outlawed or whatever, they've been outlawed, they're illegal. They're not legal tender anymore. Obviously because it's not logical to use at the expense of cost essentially. Because of copper so expensive. And so I
Right.
looked it up. So how much if you guys don't Google it, how much do you think 1 penny costs? Now don't Google it.
In which currency?
In Canadian dollars, just like the
More
most
or less.
basic answer. Just how many cents, how many dollars, how much do you think a penny is worth?
What year?
Just a regular penny. Just
Well,
you're
no,
putting
Material.
it you're putting too much thought into it. Just the
no,
thought.
but like,
Just think of a penny.
hold on. I know, but like, don't pennies cost different values depending on how old
The
it
average
is?
penny, no, not really. No, because I'm
Isn't
talking
that
about
how
the
coins?
material of it. The
Just
Oh,
like
material,
like
they
just
didn't
to,
change the recipe of the penny in a
okay,
long time.
so if basically like if we were to make a penny, how much it would cost in material to make 1 penny?
If you got if you just a pen, it doesn't matter. Yeah, exactly, sure, because they would be the same. How much material would it cost to make a penny if you want to put it that way? That way. But you're taking too long. You've what is the answer?
I'm
Answer the
thinking.
question.
Okay. 20 cents.
oh
Okay.
shit. I was gonna say like less. I feel like it's like 5 cents, maybe 6 cents or
Actually, no. I think it's more than that. It's got to be like
Okay.
for
All right.
copper. I'm thinking like
Interesting.
no. I'm thinking maybe like $2.
oh shit.
All right. Well, one of you was actually really close. And it was not Shalom. Your first guess
Wait,
was a
was it?
lot closer.
$2.
Oh,
3.5 cents is how
three
much
and a
a
half
penny is
cents.
worth today.
God damn.
Um,
I need to go
so
sell my pennies.
if you want to go and easily 3x your money, just find someone who wants to
Fine
sell you
penny.
a penny at face value.
Yep.
But
Yo,
then you all. But then you got to find someone to pay you what it's worth for it.
there's your stock investing advice.
Or you just melt it down and sell the copper. You don't need to.
Exactly.
Yeah, or it is melted down.
You just
So,
find someone who
or
has like a dump truck full of pennies, buy it, rip him off. Clearly he doesn't know what's going on because he has the bucket dump truck full of pennies. Um, and just yes, buy it for 1 cent a penny, melt it down,
are you gonna
profit.
count it? I don't think he's counting a dump truck.
I'll do a weight calculation. You do a weight calculation.
How accurate is that? Because then you got to find out the weight of the
It would
truck.
be it would be relatively accurate. I would just figure out the weight of the dump and I would subtract it and then I would divide it by the how much the penny
I
weighs.
feel like if you're trying to make your
round
most out
it.
of this
I would
penny
round it to
business,
like 5-10% even. I'd round it to 10% of being safe. I'm still making like at least double, almost like probably 3x.
Okay, how much do you think a
Easy
dump
sandy.
truck worth of pennies is?
no,
I
honestly, I have a better question. How much do you think it costs to get a dump truck?
I'll say about 15,000 pennies.
15,000 pennies. That'd be 150 bucks.
Maybe that's not a lot of pennies actually. How many pennies? How much is a lot of pennies? What does a lot of pennies look like? Do you know? Do you have a lot of pennies?
100
I mean, what
pennies
does a lot?
amount.
And I'd say a lot of pennies is enough to swim up, enough to fill up a swimming pool.
Okay, but like I'm saying, like how physically, how much does a lot of pennies look like? Does 100 pennies look like a lot of pennies?
What? No, that's $1.
No, but
Yeah,
but I'm saying if you're holding it in your hand, like does 100 pennies like I can't visualize it. I don't know why. I can't
it's not
visualize 100 pennies.
$1. It's
Can't
100
visualize.
pennies.
Well,
It's a lot of
yes, yeah, but it's just like, would it fill up my hands? I don't know. I haven't
A
held a
hundred
hundred
pennies,
pennies.
100 pennies would fill up your hand. I
I think
feel like,
100 pennies would leak out of your hand. I feel like you couldn't carry that with one hand.
No,
oh
like
yeah,
like both hands, like scooping like a basket.
Okay.
I feel like
Is that like 100 pennies? Like a hand,
if you
like
think
a
of your
big double
average,
handful.
if you think of your average mason jar, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like 100 pennies would almost get it to like halfway.
Okay.
Maybe like a little over, like between half and a quarter. Whatever that would
So
be.
we're
Is that
talking
2/3?
like
Third.
We're talking like $2.50 for a mason jar. How
Yeah,
many
something
mason
like that.
jars could we fit in a truck bed? We're that math problem that grade 8 math warned you about.
Okay, but seriously though, how much do you guys think a dump truck costs? They're
What?
cost, cost, cost. They're surprisingly cheaper than
Oh
I
god.
thought. I thought they were, according to trucknow.com.
Dump
Well,
trucks? Are you like talking to buy them or rent them?
To buy.
like 40, 30 or 40.
$40,000?
30 or 40, yeah, somewhere between those.
Like, what kind of dump
Wow.
truck are we looking at? Like a
I
big
don't know.
ass like
I typed in dump truck and clicked on the
cat
first link,
dump truck?
but you guys you guys were right. Yeah, well no, I'm thinking of like a Ford F550.
Oh, that's not a
Um,
dump truck. That that's just a that's okay.
but
But okay, no, yeah, I did
five
mention a truck bed, so
a
just
f-
a truck
no,
there.
but a 550 isn't like your typical like diesel Ford truck. Like it comes with the dumping thing.
Oh, okay,
That's how you buy an F550. Like the 350 is like the biggest diesel like pickup truck you can get.
all right.
The 550 is like yeah. But anyway, yeah, it's $30,000 to $40,000
Oh shit, on the dot?
on the dot. Yeah, that's what the
That's
What
website
not
the
said.
bad.
30 to 40. That's why I
fuck,
was kind of
crazy?
you guys should definitely sign up for the Price is Right or something. Is that
I
still a show?
I appreciate your recognition, but I didn't even make a guess.
Oh, that was me. That was all me.
Yeah, he said all the
Oh.
numbers. I didn't even say anything.
I definitely thought I heard you say something. Never mind. Good job, Jake.
Hey.
So, if you ever hear Jake, come on down. You should definitely take up on that opportunity.
Yeah, I guess this truck is $30,000 to $40,000. It's a $10,000 difference. I'll win. I'll be fine.
Not bad.
Well, no,
Not bad.
I mean, if you just said 35,
So how many
$35,000.
trips does it take to make your money back? If we're earning
In
if
penny, how many dump trucks would it take to make your? Well,
we're
let's
earning
let that be.
350% per trip, we're okay, let's just round it down.
No,
Let's
wait,
just
wait,
round it
Liam,
down.
stop,
Be
stop,
generous.
stop, stop. Why don't we just have, because we're at time. Why don't we just have this be Jake's homework for the next episode?
Okay.
I already have
I
homework
think
that I'm
that's
not gonna do.
I think that's the perfect way to end.
How about that's homework for
Just
chat? That's homework for chat. They can let us know.
homework for homework for chat. Yeah, chat can let us know.
Um
Yeah,
But
Chad, my homework.
but that's okay. The only way this can be homework for chat is we actually have
hey
to release
chap.
this episode.
Yeah,
We
well,
actually
we
have
can
to
release this episode.
we have to release this episode and then look at it before we make our new one
I
so we
mean,
can talk about it next time.
we don't have to do that. We can just get back into it and jump back into it at some random point in time that has no reference
Yeah, I
whatsoever.
suppose.
And I don't know.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, that was great.
Oh yeah,
Let's
I have lost the other ones by the way, so this is our first one.
Lovely.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean that's okay.
I'm okay with the other ones being lost.
Are we ending it now?
Yeah. Thanks for listening to another episode or the first episode.
Another
Another
episode.
another episode of Arguably Pod where
You're
we
in
talk
hell.
about the things
Infinite
that we
loop.
talk about. Yeah. So yeah, you just listen to Shalom.
And
Jake, this
and
is where you say
well, no, that's the intro, man.
it works as both. It works as both.
Thanks for
No,
listening, guys. I hope you had a
All
good
right.
fun.
time. Like us on subscribe and the .com. Comment
Like us on subscribe.
and leave a thumbs. Leave your thumbs. Just drop them up and drop them at the door. Thank you.
You guys know the movie
Wait.
Speed Racer? Got
Uh,
60% on Rotten Tomatoes.
okay, we're ending it now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Lately, I've been listening to the Fuckface podcast on Spotify, and it's just so I haven't been able to see anything.
You mean Beep Face? Bleep Face?
Uh, yeah.
I need a soundboard. That's what I want.
Beep.
And
Yeah.
basically, they have what they've basically done is they're on all platforms, but they do sometimes talk about something where they have a Discord and they like send each other a picture or whatever, and then they'll like have it pop up on screen just for that they'll edit it in on screen. Um You don't need that, but if you want that and you're listening to it on Spotify or whatever, then you can open up they have an Instagram page that has all of the photos that would pertain to the podcast. That's a kind of a unique scenario. I Ideally we wouldn't necessarily need that, but we could try and do something like that.
Yeah.
We could also just like make an Instagram or whatever, and
That
like upload it to that.
the whole podcast.
No, like it's like certain key pictures or whatever, or
Yeah, that's
images.
exactly what I just said. Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that works.
That's being included.